talking to Andrew in just a moment. Now, first, though, every woman loves a bad boy, don't they?
Oh, you're so filthy, and I'm gorgeous.
Oh, yes, the lovely Richard Armitage. He's with us this morning. All the girls have gone a bit gooey here this morning. Hello, Richard.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
You get a bit shy about the whole hunky sex symbol
Yeah,
there,
I do.
don't you? No, but it's true. I know you've got a big fan club out there. They'll all be watching this morning.
Yeah.
You haven't worn your leather for us today,
No,
then?
but I've worn black.
Yeah, very nice.
Especially.
Looking forward to talking. New part in Spooks starts tonight, so talking to Richard about that in just a bit.
Yeah. I know so what that is like.
All those fans.
All these, have you seen this wee girl group in the Saturdays? Haven't left me alone since I've come in here.
You believe, and he became the object of many a woman's desire. It is Richard Armitage.
I'm mad about the boy, and I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it.
I'm in no danger from Miss Hale. She's very unlikely to consider me a catch. She's from the south. She doesn't care for our northern ways.
You are a decent man, Guy. You're not a killer.
He melts my foolish heart. Mad about the boy.
Wow, and here he is now. And there are a couple of bits of TV history, I would say, in that, Richard. The, well, killing Maid Marian, obviously. And marrying, you know, that scene in The Vicar of Dibley, the Dawn French character.
The proposal scene.
Yes,
I've done a few proposals, haven't I?
But that one worked out. That's all okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And will you be back as Mr. and Mrs.?
I don't know. I keep reading in the papers that there's Dawn wants to do another one, but I don't know, to be honest. I'd like to.
Oh, I'm desperate for that to be true. We've
be
got
nice,
to see them back, haven't we, as Mr. and Mrs.?
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. See all the little children running around.
Yeah.
How many kids would they have?
Oh, lots of lovely, beautiful ones, I'm sure. So there's so many roles there, and now you've got a new one. So this is the new series of Spooks tonight, and you are Lucas North.
Yes.
So you're an agent,
Yes.
MI5 agent.
Yes.
So tell us, what's Lucas like?
Lucas was a former MI5 operative and protege of Harry Pierce, and he's been banged up in a Russian prison for 8 years. So he returns at the beginning of the series as part of a spy swap, which he believes he's managed to negotiate with the Russians. And he comes back to a life that doesn't exist anymore, and the only thing he's got is MI5, so he has to fight very hard to earn the trust back and work his way back into that system.
So shall we have a look at you? This is you coming home.
Yeah.
How did they treat you?
Sometimes well, sometimes not.
They told me I could come home if I spied for them.
What did you say?
I said yes.
So we could stop for some fish and chips. Got a craving.
Then you would want fish and chips after 8 years.
I'd really
in
needed
Russia,
them as well, didn't I?
So, and also, am I right that they think that he could be a kind of double agent?
Yes,
now? So
I
there's
think
suspicion over you as well.
Yeah, he comes back and he sort of smells of double agent, and the metaphor I use is that he's got mud on his feet from Russia and he tramples it everywhere, and everyone else picks up a little bit of it, and it does run through the series, the thread. He brings like a thread back, and it ties everything together in the series.
And you filmed that where?
That's filmed in London.
But your MI5, which is internal.
Yes.
So what are you telling me you're filming in Budapest for? What's that?
That's Robin Hood.
That's Robin Hood.
Oh, right.
Series 3 of
Well,
Robin
see, there's
Hood.
me thinking you were doing the old James Bond stuff.
No, that's MI6. But we did go to Moscow during one of the final episodes of Spooks.
Yes.
We went for a location shoot in Moscow.
Ah.
Which was great.
So Budapest, you actually fly there today.
Today.
So what's it called? Sherwood Forest.
Yeah.
Is actually in Budapest.
Yeah.
Then.
It's a forest called Dobogoko.
Oh.
And it's a vast amount of forest which isn't on a flight path, which I think is why we shoot in Budapest.
So this is the new series which will come out next
Yes,
year.
next year. Yeah.
I love that leather coat. Please tell me the leather coat's staying.
The leather coat's been adapted, actually. There's not so much leather anymore.
Oh no!
So I'm not sweaty in Budapest anymore. No, it's gone through a slight transformation.
So same leather coat, so just taken bits
just
off? Or?
Slightly different. Still black and dark, but not so much of the leather.
So your hair mustn't know what it's doing,
No,
depending if you're filming Spooks or Robin Hood.
I look like a vagrant at the moment, which is why it's all kind of tied back. So, yeah.
It's interesting, the Budapest connection, because I was reading when you were very young, you went to Budapest to work in a circus so you could get your equity card.
Yes, those
right?
were the days when you needed a card in order to actually audition for anything, and I was kind of in musical theatre and huffing, so I had to queue up outside a stage door to get a job, and in order to do that I needed the card, so I went to Budapest to work in a circus there as part of a cabaret act. And,
so what were you doing? What was your act?
I was sort of doing mime and throwing hula hoops at
You mean you were a clown?
Sort of.
What's that?
Yeah, sort of. But it was full circle really. When I went back to shoot Robin Hood, I went back to the circus that I worked in and sort of had a little epiphany.
Gosh.
It was really interesting.
And did you actually have to work with animals or anything like that?
I had to sleep next to where they kept the elephants, so the smell of elephants was very much in my head.
And how long do you have to do that before you got your equity card?
I think it was a 20-week contract, so I came back with an equity.
But you got your equity card.
I got my card. I remember it dropping through the letterbox and going, I've earned this.
Now, I wonder what you think of earning the following that you've got, because there are about 20-25 people standing outside.
They were for you.
No, I wish they were. I wish they were gone are the days, I can tell you. Does that surprise you? I mean, that all those folk are out there getting very excited?
Yes, you never expect it. I know where it's generated from, and it started when I did North and South, which you played a clip of, and it's grown since then. But they're very loyal, and they really support me. So, and
the
while they're
Armitage
there,
Army, isn't it?
Yes,
them?
that's part of what a small group of them are known as. But I do think that.
That's why, you see, it's all the dark and brooding look.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was North and South was a favourite book of many people. It was on some curriculum at some point, and so I think people were very familiar with it and loved that character, and the following grew from that.
Are you good at keeping in touch with fans? Must be
not
hard.
really. I think I'm a bit fickle. I kind of, when I'm not busy, I manage to kind of respond to letters, but then when I get busy, I do get a bit forgetful.
Yeah.
But, I try to say thank you as much as I can.
But you're not like Ringo Starr. You don't say after October the 20th, don't bother.
Not yet. Not yet.
And so Spooks, it's tonight at 9,
yes.
but also it's on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is the second part. The first 2 episodes are like a double bill, really, and they're tied together.
Yeah. Just to get us started off.
Yes. Yeah. And is Hermione, is she your boss?
Yes, she becomes the head of the section, so yes, I'm certainly under her.
We like her. She's been
lovely. She'll sort you out.
Yeah, she's great.
Well, it's great to meet you. Looking forward to that. Spooks 9 o'clock BBC One.
Appreciate you in today, heading to Budapest and whatever you're going to do in that forest. Thank you very much, Lee.
Thanks,
Richard.
Richard Armitage. Now, don't go away. We've still got